Wait, I'll take my pants off here. There you go.
Okay, I did have a white bed, so that's one take. Okay, there's 2 pink beds upstairs. Wait,
We kept all your stuff.
okay, that's the main chest I used before.
There's this new chest I've added in. Come here.
Okay,
Follow me.
I don't like this surprise.
Me and Chris have basically redesigned your house for you.
Because we didn't like the design of your house, so we had to do it for you. We kept your basement. That's along there. Down this way.
Okay.
Diamonds?
We've got diamonds for you.
Big massive stream of diamonds here.
Oh.
Look.
Oh.
Go, go, go. Me and Chris have spent ages on this.
No, because when I was
We
in...
spent about an hour.
No, I said in that pool to leave, and I was like...
No,
That's why I was like, no.
Oh yeah.
No, come here. Go to Chris.
Wait. What the fuck is this?
Tribe.
Oh,
Why the
tribe.
fuck did...
The tribe was here.
Why?
Babaton Day.
Yeti. The diamonds. There. We put it like down, so you have to like go down a bit and then you have to go straight forward after that. You got like about 2 rows of diamonds going all the way from here to like the other side of the map. We just got bored and then just enough here.
We felt like to give you back for you. Because
Yeah.
payback for all
Do you have a
the
pickaxe?
pranks we done on you. We felt like giving you diamonds.
Hey, so do you have a pickaxe on you?
Yeah, diamond.
Okay. Go on, mine it then. Stop mining. You get the diamonds done as well. Come and help you. Might take a while. Where's it gone? Oh, there you go. It took us an hour just to move the sticky pistons like that.
Oh no, it took us
It took
ages.
us an hour to do this. There's nothing gonna move it. This is only literally gonna move it.
Exactly.
Come on,
Do you want the diamonds?
mine them. Get in, mine them.
I'm going back to mine.
There, I trapped them in. Nothing.
You okay there, bro? No, you bastard.
It's okay, because I got Austin as well.
Okay.
So you're not the only one.
Where's my superpowers?
No, don't quit. You just told Casey to just destroy the
No, use your pickaxe.
No, it's not gonna work.
No, use your sword to destroy the web, yeah.
Use your sword to destroy the webs. Keep going.
Don't hit me.
No, I
Yeah,
hit
then
you.
we have...
No, I hit you
Go
because
down.
the fact you were part of it still.
You have to aim it down.
We have to get blocks to build up.
What happened to the... Hopefully there was a bit massive ledge. Or did we not do that?
No.
Oh yeah, zombie somewhere.
Yeah, it's outside.
No, it's on your roof.
I took a diamond. You bastard.
You have to be done use it, Austin.
Come on, man.
Are you happy that you got a new house, Casey?
Yes.
No, what'd you say?
David.
And now
What?
you can
What?
make like your own like secret like thing down here. That's all,
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
What'd you say, Casey?
Thank you, and you're still funny.
I know I am. Cheers. Austin did it.
Shit,
Yeah.
shit,
Uh,
gang,
Chris.
shit.
Chris. Chris.
That wasn't me. What?
I kinda seen you.
They didn't. No everything.
Chris, tribe.
Peace. Out.
Just use the railway. No mob's gonna follow me up here.
I'll use the the end pearl.
Casey, thanks for 3 diamonds.
Oh shit! I'm next to the pilgrim village. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, Casey, I'm gonna have to come drop off your diamonds quick.
Made you a farm as well.
Yeah, I made you a wheat farm.
Stick it in this one here.
Stick it in me. I got.
Well,
Never mind. So that
Okay.
file chest over there. Just stick them in there. I'll just keep table for 2.
I made that.
Thank you.
Me and Chris
I
just-
think it's time bringing them on.
Me and Chris felt like building you a new house.
Yeah.
Get in your bed quick so it sets your respawn by the way. Because we have to
The one up
take
top.
your old bed down. Yeah.
Okay, you can't stay if it's daytime.
Fuck.
And there's monsters nearby.
Just have to wait. Just don't die. There's another village in my house. I'm gonna kill him. What do you want? Get out, man.
So technically that I've got that's some wood that you actually still gave me, Austin, so it's
Yeah,
still-
but if you use that one, it's gonna look a bit odd. Because it's 2 different colours.
No, I saved it anyway, so
Just use it for like, if you need like 6 or anything. Da, da, da.
The times never.
Seems so good, so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined.
I'm still standing.
I never did. I cannot control.
We're on our way to Europe. We're on our way.
How do
How
you
we
get
get there, I don't know. How we get there, I don't care. All I know is wolves are on the way. How we get there, I don't know.
Are you gonna build in your basement, Casey?
Yeah, Mum, what are you gonna put in your basement?
I'll think of something.
Or are the tribe gonna take over? Big question. To the Bat Cave. Vamos a la playa, mi me gusta bailar.
Yeah.
A watermelon inside of a watermelon. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Are you never ever leave from beside me?
But I want you.
And I need you, cause I'm down for you always.
Hello, Pedro.
Did you just call the pedo?
No, I said Pedro. Because I wrote comments. Oh yeah.
Can I join?
Can I join? Can I? No, 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 no.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
fuck
no,
you.
no, no.
Come
I'll
on.
build in your house.
You're there. 6-minute makeovers.
16.
So get to that.
Well, it took us now to the
That's-
Pistons, but
Yeah, that's completely different.
I'm from England, so I don't know any Brazilian.
ask Leo when I see you.
No, it's a fuck boy.
I need to make a sword.
Casey's type.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
What Balotelli?
Yeah, man. Bonatini is your type. He's a fuck boy.
Nah.
Still I get my money, still I get my money.
Yeah.
Let's show you some of that.
Yeah, you. Alyssa Violet.
Yeah.
Casio.
What?
You wanna war me?
No.
Do you wanna go to war?
Did you not fucking listen? So when I said no.
Do you wanna go to war?
He said, do you wanna go Wolvo?
Yeah, man.
No.
Why not? What if I said Rebecca's going?
Yeah.
She's going. You coming?
Just to see Austin.
No, no, no.
I can't breed any more chickens.
You got too many.
I've got 3.
That's loads.
Yeah.
Too much.
Well, it pops on Casey's screen as well, does it?
No, you two stay out there now. Now. I see you, Creeper. And Chris.
This is never going to go off now. What
Oh.
did we max out by accident?
Austin.
Parrot swap.
Oh, oh, fuck's sake. We didn't make them love each other.
Austin.
What?
Look at my stream.
1 second.
It's nothing special. Okay, I swear to God, that's the different villager now just came to my house. Who are you?
I've got a skeleton guy who's still alive.
Because maybe there's a shade for your
Creeper.
your what's it called, your roof? What one?
Okay then.
God damn it. Celtic.
Why do down there for?
What for fall?
Come on, you boys in green.
Did you fuck off?
Glass, glass, green and white. Chris, you forgot trying to be chickens.
What?
Hey, stop trying to be chickens. I want a missionaire.
What are you trying to do?
Fuck chickens.
Save Casey from the creeper.
And don't forget the stickman.
Get enough of the
Andy Wyman.
I don't know what you
We
said.
get this
Wine just... The creeper's gone.
I killed the skeleton.
Sorry, I don't understand what you said there. An tube?
Says the creeper's gone, Misalia.
Is it?
Yes, following me.
Okay.
Not anymore, it's gone, I went too far from him, too quick. Come here, you creeper. Buy Casey's wheat farm.
Oh, this is it. Bitch. This was a surprise for me. This is not a troll.
What?
No,
It's
someone
trying
like on stream that some German thing, so I'm like, I don't know.
I just can't
to. I
get
don't know.
enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough.
Just changed and
Andy Wyman.
I don't know what you said in German, so
Asked how are you?
I'm good.
Where's my sticks?
Yeah.
Did you write the fucking sticks? There we go.
Asked how are you? Said I like the stream.
Oh, thank you.
And said it's very great.
Thank you. I designed it. And my diamonds and my pearl.
Good.
I can actually have a fish rod.
I can't remember.
Celtic.
You're lost. You should
Yeah.
see. You should see this one chest by the stairs.
I know. I get it for the stone stuff. It's nothing.
Oh, okay. It's very good. Oh, oh yeah, you're watching the stream, aren't you? Good.
Very, very good. Very, very cheap. £1.
Glass, glass, green and white.
Ow.
Okay. I need to finish the one thing I said I was gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm sorry.
One day, a young lad.
I'm sorry.
Casey, get in bed. I mean, Chris, get in bed as well.
Hold on.
Come
Look at
on,
mine.
you boys in green.
Okay. So where was I? Okay.
Glasgow, green and white.
Okay. Once
My
upon a
answer was
time,
crazy.
in a land of
Been there for
England,
blank enough.
this is a story of a young man. The name goes by.
You're gonna blank the person who's commenting your stream.
Thank you for calling it my stream good. Thank you very much. And now it's dropped down to 2 people. And now stories with Casey. Now,
Shut up and get to sleep.
I am in fucking bed.
I know. Do you know? Come on, here's the last one.
It's daytime. There you go.
It's not time.
You... Oh, fuck me. Can you just
Fuck you off.
fuck off?
Okay.
S-
Not very nice to say to someone.
No, it's just the fucking skeleton. What did you actually do in this house?
Because you haven't got that many lights in here. It's
Yeah,
all dark.
put lights in.
I am going mining. So, I don't know why I'm going mining, but still.
Okay, so actually, no, I redesigned this.
I forgot what bucket of stupid water again. Oh, where did we bloody found that? When I found that system, the minecart, the abandoned minecart.
Oh,
I found the abandoned
Oh.
minecart yesterday.
I can't remember where it was. It's in like the desert somewhere.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Casey, did you read that sign right next to the lever?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah, okay. So, where was I? Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2,
You're supposed to make a story, but you never did.
1, 2,
No.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me get to the thing. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So, one day, in a stormy day in England, Wolverhampton, England, there was a young boy named Casey. He always has an adventure on him. No matter where he goes, he's always has an adventure. He has a mindset of what he wants to do.
Can you hear the ranger sing?
Then one day, he decides to go to Cottonells. Out of that experience of Cottonells, he has a good life.
Yeah, the gun. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
He has a he has a good life.
How did Mr. Otero let that in?
Well, it was dumb.
No, it was Mr. Lambert. I did say it was back in 2010.
Oh, okay.
And, okay, so, it was 2010. A young boy of the name Casey. And he begins at an adventure. And where?
What kind of adventure are you?
A sporty adventure.
Oh, okay.
And after that sporty adventure, he gains some friends. And out of the friends, one of them is named, I'll, in real terms, Steve. I don't need, Steve. Steve is a nice guy. Always there for Casey, no matter what situation. And, the story goes of how Steve betrays Casey. Because it's that Steve was always jealous of Casey.
Oh, why?
Okay. Because Casey always got good stuff.
Or like women?
I say games.
Are you just good at games, or you just get in games?
Can I just say the story?
No, but like, I want to know this detail.
Bro, I'm trying to say the story and you're like, what? Why?
If I want to know why games.
Okay, gets all the girls.
Okay.
He gets all the girls that he wants. Except if they're like 2 years below. Then out of nowhere, Casey gets into a relationship.
With who?
And a girl named Stacy. A girl named Stacy who... Did I say Steve? For like the guy...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For God's sake, you forgot already.
And Steve had a crush on Stacy. From like grade 7. And ever since then, it's always been that Casey and Steve were the popular kids. Until Casey got into a relationship. And it went from Steve and Casey to Casey and that Stacy. And then everyone voted for them as head boy and girl for each year.
Walk on, Diamond.
And Steve got very jealous of that and didn't like it. So he tried to manipulate that relationship. And when it came to a big game for the school, that and Steve was on the opposite team because he thought he wants to make Casey jealous. And then out of nowhere,
Steve fancy Casey.
Steve injures Casey. Even though it was a really good game.
How?
He broke his ankle.
In what sport?
Football.
What day was it?
On Monday. So it was Monday.
What time?
Monday night evening football.
What was the weather like?
It was nice.
Monday night football, boys.
Okay. So it was Monday night football. It was 5 o'clock kickoff.
That's not Monday night.
Oh shit.
Monday evening.
It's Monday evening. So,
Austin, 5 o'clock tonight. Do you know that? Monday night.
Holy shit.
are you seeing the story,
Hang on.
Ryan?
Come on, listen.
Celtic. My
Okay,
turn.
shut
Shut up.
Actually, now, it was a very good game. That for that.
Let's do that.
It was the Continental High versus the Highfields. I don't know.
This is getting pretty good.
I know. Basically, and
Yeah.
that's Steve ends up that killing Casey.
No, carry on the story.
No!
I'm okay. Once upon a time, there was a kid called
Start
Casey.
again.
Yeah, and Casey was a good fellow lad. He did not know what he was doing with himself half the time in his story, so it's gonna get weird.
Okay.
So, with that story of Casey, he has a really good method. Because he's always the popular boy out of his primary school. Everyone loved him. And then, come high school, same thing happens again. But this high school, he was in Boston.
Ooh.
And he was...
He's on holiday.
No, he was not on holiday. In Boston. Yeah. Boston's well known for good school reputations.
Holidays.
Okay, so, there was Casey having the time of his life in school. He's always the top boy of the class. No matter what he did, he's still top boy.
I'm mining.
And he's always had a good journey with that career at school. Because from year 7 to year 9, he enjoyed cooking. Making the banging pizzas.
Was that his favourite thing to cook?
And making one of the most...
To answer my question.
What?
Was that his favourite thing to cook? Pizzas.
Pizza and soups.
Yeah. What kind of soups?
That,
What kind of pizzas?
It's a spicy pizza. It's got jalapenos, that pepperoni, cheese, that chorizo, all the spicy stuff you can have.
Okay.
And with the soup, it's a magnetoni soup that is very flavoury and everything. So it makes your mouth salivate.
Salivate.
You know what the fucking word is. Okay.
Makes your mouth salivate.
Okay, Chris, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, but he's always, and also he was also a ladies' man. He's always, and no matter what he did, he's always invited the ladies out for dinner and everything, and served them the soup and
Mouth
pizza.
savoury.
Savory.
Salivary.
Okay. I told you this has actually gone technically off topic now. and and then come year 10, that after all treating all the ladies and everything, he's finally...
Hang on. Did you say old ladies?
I said all ladies, as in from his age range, from the year above and the year below. That's what his age range. But that with the ladies. And when it came to year 10, there was this one girl that he really noticed, that he didn't realise that started the school, but it was like she was a late comer to year 10. And with this journey, that the girl, who we should name Stacy, like again, no, Stacy and Casey, ooh, big thing. But all through Casey's head was Stacy was the one, because of how she was always good looking, always respectful, and how intelligent she is. Then, out of nowhere, he didn't realise she had a boyfriend that was slightly abusive.
Oh. What was his name?
but John. And John was not a very nice guy. And he even went to the same school as them. But then he did get reported. Because someone from the school reported him and got taken away. At the end of that time, that left Stacy as a single. Well, she kind of broke it off with that John because of telling the police and everything. Because the police was called for the abuse and everything, and the parents were informed and whatnot, and everything was okay. And then come late when it was science class for that, and the first person in was Stacy, and the last to leave because she always got top marks for stuff, or like A stars, everything, even distinctions and everything, until there was like a science project that where you had to work in pairs. And this day was a good day for Casey because he got chose to work with Stacy, and this actually kind of made that Casey happy, and not in the boing happy, it just heartwarming. In the heartwarming happy, because Casey had a slight crush on Stacy, but didn't have the confidence that to
There's no
actually.
point sleeping. I'm in the mine. Just gonna tell you that. Carry on.
Yeah, and of course Casey was was always. Okay, I just had a full chest of like weapons, but now it's all gone.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Okay, no. Anyway, it was in a science class, and that Stacy and Casey got paired up, and a friendship was slightly born between Stacy and Casey because they found out they got along with each other. And not found it. No. Now, Stacy did have a slight crush on Casey as well. And of course, Casey being Casey, he doesn't realise things. And then, out of nowhere, they get along doing the science projects and everything. And they invite each other for to hang out. So they do. They hung out at break time, even at that lunchtime and at the end of school. And they got a very good friendship, and that it felt like that Stacy wanted to tell Casey everything, and until that something happened, and Casey just injured himself. That badly, that injured himself that bad that he actually had to not be in school for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And to then only find out that Casey was in an incident, and it was John who actually attacked him.
Oh shit. Shit's gone down.
Because John was a jealous person. Because of course, with most people nowadays, when they see their ex, they get jealous. And no one likes that. So, because it was one of the days where the friendship between Casey and Stacy were going that well, that it was going that well, they felt like, yeah, this could be the right, good connection between them. But of course, like I said, that exes don't like seeing the exes in another relationship. And of course, John, that left Casey badly injured. So that went into a case. And of course, Stacy was there no matter what that situation happened. She always came, and she always got in touch with Casey over social media, because they joined social media about the same time and everything, and they were talking well with each other until John interfered again. And John wasn't, like I said, not a very nice person, so he tries and hacks into Casey's things. And of course, Casey's always was an IT genius as well, so he knew what he was doing and found out who did it. And then the police was involved again and everything. And there was like, even they went to John's house and found that threats, well, different things and everything for that were like plots for like a murder. So there was a restraining order placed on John for both Casey and Stacy. Stacy got into
Daisy, who's Daisy?
I said Stacy.
You said Daisy.
Oh, my mistake. It's
Okay,
Stacy.
she's not Daisy already.
No. That Stacy and Casey finally come to conclusions of protecting each other and finally get together. And the whole school that
School.
I know that was actually proud of that, because they knew how Casey always treated people, and they actually kind of grew up with each other for the past 10 years.
10.
Because after finishing school and everything, they built a career of helping
What kind
people.
of careers?
Well, they both started a business that to help that people that who had trauma, that with relationships and everything, and that help that people get out of abusive relationships. And they always, no matter what, helped everyone, because the both of them always cared for society. And out of all that it's always best to stay safe over who you trust, and always make sure you believe in yourself as well, because you can fight against people and everything, and always make sure that everyone's okay. And even it's just asking someone for help on like everything, because it's always good to ask for help. And no one should be in a situation where if it's the woman that who's abusive or the guy, it's equal. It should be equal, that everyone has in everything. Because of course, in this modern era, that everyone's always saying women should do this or men should do that. But at the end of the moral story is Casey's always done good for himself and believed in whoever he meets, and tries and helps everyone and makes everyone happy. Because even he did like part-time stand-up and made people laugh, because that's his enjoyment, is making people laugh, and that's the one good thing he always does. Yeah, I'm just telling the story. Mr. Moonshine. Because it's story times with Casey. And it's always good to speak to people. Because no matter what situation that you are in your life, you don't know what to do. and it's always good to keep a head up. And it's always good to see people smiling and everything, and just see how everyone's life pans out, because everyone's always got like one life to live. It's always best good living it, no matter how shape or form you are, because even if you're a snowflake or not, you're always still going to be the funny one out the group, no matter what situation you're in, or even if it's that you're bi, straight, gay, anything.
And even if you think McDonald's is a supermarket.
Even if that, it's you're always still going to be someone to something, because you're just your own person. Even if it's that you made a story out of nothing and you just improvised everything, because you can fill the dreams of like whoever you want to be, because you don't
I want
always
to be a
want to
giraffe.
if you want to be a giraffe, you can be a giraffe, because the world's your oyster. You just gotta learn to live it. Even though that's like a terrible reference, it's like still best life and not taking advantage of things that's given to you. Because both Casey and Stacy, that they both had things given to them for no, because they how they did everything and how they improved on the way things are. And even though they had grown up to have like 2 kids, that they always did what's best for them. And it's no matter what situation, friends or family come first, it's not always that. It's always believing in yourself and believing what you can do, what's right. Because even if that Casey's made mistakes, or John, it's still everyone's always got one life to live, and no one wants to bring themselves down for it. Because even if you just have a frown on your face, just try and smile. That no matter if you frowning or anything, because you use more muscles for frowning than you do smiling, and I've always learned that, and it's even if it's the hard way or if it's the easy way, smiling is always the best key in life. And everyone always seems to think, oh no, he's smiling because he's over happy. No, he's smiling because he's happy with himself, or she's happy with herself. Like, it's always best to live the dream the way you want it. And I know I'm probably like rambling on, but it's kind of good because everyone wants to hear a story. But the story of like Casey and that Stacy, it's they've always believed in themselves to like help people and who they want to be, and henceforth that's why they lived on happily ever after, even getting married and living on to be 102 and have a
Both of them.
yeah that and
Yeah.
have a really good business that, and then having their kids help out with the business, everything. It's just no matter what situation they got help themselves, and the kids helped with everything, and the business that they did came worldwide, and it came like a fundraiser, and everyone always had made it as a fundraiser. moral of the end of the story is always believing in yourself, no matter what, and always believe in everyone else around you. So just to think of like and help, no matter if you're a like I said, a snowflake or anything else, just be who you want to be, and always live on to be what you want to do. The end. So
Well, didn't expect to go for that long.
I can ramble for ages. I don't care.
Tell another one now.
Okay. Okay.
Joe retirement case and CBBS.
It's the best way of not swearing for the last 5 minutes, like an hour and a half.
Fuck! Yeah, it's only gone.
No, it's alright. It's just
No!
that's in the next story. um, it's kind of funny because like someone asked like, where even am I?
Yeah.
uh, sometimes I can like improvise stuff like just out of nowhere. Okay. Okay. Well, this story starts off with 7 friends, and how all 7 of them have their own unique way of things. Like, one of them's called John again. The other one is called Jay. So John, Jay,
Jerry. Gerald.
Chris, Bob,
I made it.
Austin, Cameron, and Steve. Wait, so John, Jerry. Okay,
He has
no,
to cut to make sure there's 7.
scrap those names. Let me fix that. Okay. Scrap the 7 friends. There was 6, and with those 6 friends, they always helped each other. There was Casey, Steve, Chris, Austin, Steve, Casey, Hannah, Jessica, and Barbara. Now with all those 3 friends, 2 of them were brother and sister, and that was Steve and Barbara. Now, Barbara was a nerd that went throughout school and everything to then turn into a good-looking woman in her adult life. For Steve, not so much. A good guy, but he's always there for everyone else. He was like a ladies' man, shall we say. So every lady that was going for him left, right and centre, and ditching them that after a date. Or,
Oh, he's a fuckboy.
yeah, but basically a suburge. And
I don't think so, because it could be called a fuckboy.
no, we do it all the time. That bitch. So them 2 were like that. but then they were like they worked together as well because it was like they were owners of an industry because even though that Barbara was that like a good looking person, she was an amazing chef. And of course, chefs always make the really good foods or bad foods. But Barb, she was like the best person out of that area. And them two owned a restaurant together, whilst Steve was on reception and Barbara was the cook, as everyone knows. And they didn't get along that much, but they were always there for each other, thick and thin. And until one day, where they finally reunite with the friends, because Casey, that's happened to stumble into that like the restaurant, not realizing he was behind the counter, and turned out to be Steve. And Steve and Casey went well way back, and because they went to primary school together, and that's how they got along. And of course, Casey not realizing he had made really good food for him, that back in like school, though, no, yeah, it was always when they went round to Steve's house, they didn't realize who made the good food, because he always seen Barbara as a nerd, and to then realize she was a really good cook. Yeah, and then John, just saying John, that he actually was also the same. He actually happened to stumble into the cafe where Bob that was, and like I can't improvise on this one because I'm getting names. Um, okay. So Bob
Harry.
and I've forgotten how this story goes now because it's funny in my head. Because I'm just rambling about things. Um, um, okay, alright, so I'll do another one. 'Cause um, can't think of the moral. Okay. Let's switch my liquor. How's this going to pan out? Okay. If I had an editor, that they would just edit this out.
No, that had animations in it.
Yeah. Well, because Austin's gone kind of quiet, and I think he's just listening to like me ramble.
Austin, speak. If you don't speak, you're a West Brom fan. Or an Aston Villa fan for life. Don't make him speak.
Unless he's like speaking to his girlfriend. Speak on my stream that like if you see it speaking to your girlfriend.
Haha, he's a Aston Villa fan.
Oh, I said speak on my stream and like the chat part. He hasn't said anything.
No, I said if he speaks now.
Oh.
In about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's an Aston Villa fan for life. Can't do nothing about it now.
Okay. I think I may have an idea for one.
Alright.
And it's football related. course, two friends one day went to watch a football game at Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they 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 really enjoyed Wolves when they were young.
What were the names?
Um, Joe and Joe and Cameron. Joe and Cameron really loved that Wolverhampton Wanderers. That that thick and thin, that they were like Wolves are always the better team than anyone else. And even that, no matter what, they would tell everyone, "Oh, Wolves is a really good team," and always number one team that they will support. And no matter what they did or where they go, they have always supported them and always went to every home game and every away game. And that, and then with that, they came across some fans, this that, and the fan and the fans always showed support, like well as fans normally do, and that they've always helped out, like outside with other fans if they want to find where the stand is or like if there's any problem with tickets. And then when they reached about 18, they thought, actually, why don't we if we get a job here, see the games and everything, and always help them because they always had a good that, and they've had a really good reputation at the stadium because the fans liked them, the staff liked them. They've always had a good joke around, everything, until that when they spent 10 years there of their life working really hard until that Cameron finally got diagnosed with bone cancer.
Oh damn!
It wasn't
Ah!
really it wasn't really good.
No, just somebody just scared the crap out of me.
Oh, it's
Bone
alright.
cancer. So,
Yeah, it's not
okay.
nice. It's a bad thing, and that he announced it at the Wolves the at the Wolves stadium, and of course with every that fan co-worker just cheered him for like because of how much good service he has with the team, how much of loyalty he's had with the team, and how much support that he's always given, and how much determination this he had with the team. And then he's gone.
Well damn.
I'm just kind of rambling on stories. I was just gonna say that he's made a recovery.
I was gonna fly in. What happened?
Probably his internet gone or something. But
Oh.
but he's ended up having a good recovery, and he made a charity for himself. That he made a charity and everything, and the Wolves supporters, and the goal target was to reach 100,000, and every Wolves fan owner, hello Chris, and every owner, well everyone that donated in, even that like and it reached over £1 million, and there was a cure for it, the bone cancer, and he made a full recovery. And then he lived his rest of his life with his wife named Sarah, and so did his friend and his wife Julie. And they lived happily ever after until they reached a good age, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good story.
still kind of funny though how like that first story I did was like just went part deep.
I like went to a story and then to a
Just
life lesson.
yeah, like a life lesson in a story.
Mhm.
Uh, I like how it's in my suggestions and everything. It's like you've got like for my video like surprised on Minecraft about
Mhm.
Max and Ross Minecraft that raiding the world's most angry Minecraft that the rich Minecraft faction that and then like some next Spanish thing then that like column nursery nap time song then a Peppa Pig official channel where it did like an hour video then
Mhm.
little Angry Nursery then another beach song then another Peppa Pig another Peppa
Another Peppa
Pig.
Pig
It's like
and some kitten police.
yeah, it's just kids and everything just in the
Yeah.
suggestion thing. I'm like, bro, I've like, been partly swearing, partly mentioning stuff. Like, it,
Fine.
it's like, don't
His
know.
internet went out low.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna try again to get come back on or something.
LOL.
But it's always good to like just learn Elisa. Well, to that part of the first story
Hmm.
kind of got me thinking like, yeah, I've got to use what that common sense is of not
Hmm.
being a snowflake, not being like stupid, and just be me.
Hmm.
And even if it's just that being someone who I love, that being with someone that I love as well.
Yeah, your cat
Even though I
and
love my
Austin.
cats, like I don't. Austin's just a friend.
No, 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 no. He's both different to you.
Hey, I'm not like so graduated that he just constantly asks him the stuff.
You are.
It feels like that we've been on this for an hour, but it says I started a stream 10 minutes ago.
That's 56. So you started 56 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, so he's back on.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's just okay. Yeah, 'cause like I said, it's just not be a snowflake.
Snowflake.
Yeah, just be a not be a snowflake. Just be me.
Hmm.
Be around. Try and listen to like what I gotta really think about, and just think.
Listen here, kids. You'll have a live lesson.
Mm. That life lesson 101. Don't be a bitch.
You're a normal person.
And no, it's just see. This is like things like 3 a.m. stuff. This is that like I would normally talk about. Oh no, I know what I should do. Actually. Oh no, I need a game to broadcast it. Actually, um, red sentence, see the comments. So I get to see the comments and everything. Cause I'm gonna go on r/horror.
Huh.
What's called no sleep, cause it's like horror.
Hmm.
I can get the Reddit app, and it's just dropped down to like one person watching. I like how this is just turned from like like, oh yeah, just a surprise on Minecraft, to then like, yeah, not knowing what's like been said in the chat, to then go a guy saying put it in Google Translate. I said in German it is pretty good. To then go someone going, where even am I? I went, oh. To then you just
What
going,
is happening?
hello.
Hello. There was like 3 people on. I thought it was some random people.
Yeah.
I was trying to get their attention.
Oh yeah, Joe, how like that you said that you done the Reddit 50/50?
Yeah.
That I actually that done it like ages ago and it just never really bothered me that much.
It's different now.
Advice.
This guy joining now.
Wait. Should I caption food funny? I'll join that. Okay, so I'll join 2 of them. You've got to join the spiciest memes.
Go on.
There's like one actually like called that wholesome, r/wholesome memes, and someone actually tweeted out to the guy who plays Hopper, saying
Mm-hmm.
how many retweets that would you take to my how many retweets for you to take my senior photo with me? And and he goes 25k and I'll wear a school sweatshirt and hold a trombone, and he actually gone and done it.
No.
Sports, TV, video games, videos, NBA. Actually no. Relationship. And just that, continue. Okay, got a message. Not just saying hello, welcome to. Okay. Flash. Mini. r/mini lad. Join that, cause and notification bells turned to frequent, because mini moon lad is the spiciest meme lad. Well, okay, let's r/no sleep. That has 13 million that people in it. Okay, here's one that I found on my aunt, and the title of it is "My Auntie Lives in a Well." Part 1. That's what my mother told me when I was asked. I wasn't very old, maybe 5 or 6, but old enough to start asking these annoying, fairly innocent questions. I've learnt about my aunties and uncles at kindergarten. A concept entirely new to me. Well, the concept is entirely new to me. That we didn't have a family. It was just my mother and me. And until that moment, it was never really occurred to me that there'd normally be a more. But now I can't stop thinking about it. So I just asked her one day, out of the blue, "Mummy, do I have aunties and uncles?" She gave me a strange look, and it only lasted a brief moment, but I saw it. Almost like she was surprised, but somehow also expected the question. Her lips started moving, but froze, like she had carefully chosen her next words. Yes, dear, she said, eventually. You have an aunt. But where is she? I asked. She turned her gaze to the ground, but her lip could sense a great sadness to her. Her lips started quivering almost uncontrollably. Your aunt lives in a well. The sentence stuck with me. She lives in a well. At first, I found it exciting, adventurous, like she was. Actually, I better set him for this. Off. Yeah. The sentence. Okay, start with the paragraph again. The sentence stuck with me. She lives in a well. At first, I found it exciting, adventurous, like she was some enchanted that fairy or something. As I grew older, the phase of darkened, tainted, corrupt. But when I asked about it again, or about it, she was always deflected. That said I remembered it wrong. Maybe I did, but it was only the way I could get her to talk to my family, about my family. The rest of them. She refused to talk about my father, about my grandmother and grandfather, about why she changed her surname. She'd always talk about my aunt, but nothing too revealing. Minor stuff, memories, small details. We used to play, she said, smiling. All day, every day, out in the woods. out in the field, out by the lake. This was when this was 7 years old. Then my mother, as far as I could gather from my fragments that she revealed, she effectively my mom's babysitter for the most of the time. She's showed me everything, she said. Teach me at games and tell me secrets. She always lit me up talking about her, but then it slowly turned to bottomless sadness and ending crippling depression. I felt bad for bringing it up, but I couldn't help myself. I don't know anything about my ancestries, or whatever the word is. I felt it mattered, that it showed how it defined who I was. So I asked again, after I have a drink. And no one watching. Okay, so I asked again. We would hide our secrets under the bed, she whispered. My sister showed me how to do it. I'll ask about the secrets, why they needed to be hidden, who they were hiding them from, but she would just shut down whenever I got too inquisitive. There were scars that were never truly healed. I could tell you how much it's upset her. So as the years passed, I eventually stopped asking, until it was too late. She died 3 weeks ago today. I would love to say that she went peacefully to sleep, but that sugar-coated it. That she died from an overdose of pills 2 weeks after she was diagnosed with lung cancer. She refused treatment, said that if it wasn't her time, it was her time. But I guess the harrow shadow of that horrible disease became too much for her, that she couldn't handle it. Instead, she chose to go out her own terms. The orderly found her in the morning, and I notified at work immediately after. I rushed over, of course, thinking maybe there was some mistake, but there wasn't. She was gone. I buried her 4 days ago after the coroner that released the body. I sat alone in the small church crying, not really expecting anyone else to show up, thinking about how she lied to me, that it wasn't a white lie, some minor silly things. No, it was a huge behemoth and that insanely hurtful lie. The coroner that explained it to me, and her medical records backed it up. There was no cancer, never was. She made the whole thing up, lied to my face. She cried to my face, and then she killed herself. Hey, you alright? A female voice called from behind. I'm so sorry for your loss. I drained my tears and turned to her face. It was Penny, from the nursing home. She was only ordering my mother really really liked. And I'm thinking the feeling was mutual. Why else would she attend the funeral? Oh, I'm fine, I sniffed. That just trying to make sense of it. Thank you for coming, Penny. She gave me one of those worried smiles. You don't know one's whether my eyes and mouth and really to project the same emotion. Sure, Austin. I guess she couldn't take it anymore, she said. The disease, the cancer, it was eating her up. You know, you could really see it on her. I guess she didn't know. But how could she? As far as I knew, it was between me and the conjurer. But she was right about one thing. She could really see it over the course of the weeks that she had been a shadow of her past self. She had repeatedly started withering away, physically and mentally. This is why suicide didn't really surprise me that much. But now, that couldn't mean what happened to her the last few weeks. Penny gave me a hug and sat there in silence for the rest of the ceremony. That she accompanied me as they lowered the coffin into the ground and walked me back to the car once I said my goodbyes. Look, she said, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing here. I stared at her inquisitively. Her eyes were shifty and she looked worried about my reaction to something. Your mum gave me this. She took an envelope from her purse a few days before. You know, she told me to bury it, but I just don't know how. I don't just couldn't do it. She handed me an envelope. It felt heavy, like more just a letter. I looked at it curiously. It was addressed to her home, to the nursing home. That she received this. Yeah, Penny said. But that's just it. That she had it for a while. I remembered surprising her one night, and I thought she'd be asleep. But she was sitting there in her bed with that envelope. I swear she was crying. How long? I said. How long did she have it? I don't know, Penny shrugged. Maybe a few weeks. I drove home thinking about what Penny had said. A few weeks. It was a coincidence, or was the envelope somehow connected to what my mom did to tell to her lies? There was only one way to find out. I had an early meeting with a lawyer the next day, so I went directly to bed, mentally drained from the emotional day. The meeting had something to do with her last will and testament, which I found rather confusing. She didn't really own anything. Surely he signed the house over to me. She moved into a nursing home, wherever she had was there, or she'd taken it with her. I opened the envelope before I went to sleep, and particularly nature of it too puzzlingly to let go. I pounded the contents onto my mattress, studying them under the light of uh, the mattress, studying under the light of my nightstand lamp. It was handwritten there and 4-year-old photographs. That I looked at my photos first, then the face colours drawing towards them. They appeared to be an old family photo, maybe from 70s, 80s, but there was something strange about them, something slightly unnerving. Each one showed the same family, but one person were missing for everyone after the first. A tall, thin figure dominated the canvas. I suppose it was the father, that gaunt and creepy. He was presented in all four. There was the mother. She took the robust, big bone, kind of short but pretty. She was missing after the first photo, but then there was a rather lanky blonde girl, maybe 16 or so. She went missing after the second photo. The last one was a little girl. They'll also join the Minecraft thing. The last one was a little girl, I'm guessing 9 or 10, with sweet, dirty blonde pigtails hair. She went missing after the third photo. On the last photo there was only the father, the tall man, left. I felt cold chills run down my spine as I studied his dead expressionless face. I flipped the photo around and looked at the back of them, thinking maybe I'll find names or something. But there was nothing.
Mhm.
I was fairly confident I know who it was, though. The little girl was my mother, the lanky girl was my aunt, and the remaining two were my grandparents. I generally put the photos back in the envelope and started reading the letter. The message of it that physically shocked me. Dear Ms. Patterson, we know who you are. We know what you did. J.V. It was purely valid threat. I did not know that it meant, but it still made me nervous just to think about it. I would wonder that my mom felt. I would wonder who she was. I wondered what she did. I drifted off to sleep, relentless, and determined terrible dreams about a grunt, creepy man. That the feeling of a dead still very much present when I woke my searching alarm, that screeching alarm, that covered in sweat. After a quick shower and an unhealthy breakfast, I drove down to the law firm. I sat anxiously outside the lawyer's office for half an hour, that smiling
Yeah, we
randomly at the
bastards.
assistants peering at me from behind the desk. Catherine Patton, that a male voice called from behind the closed door. The
Fuck off.
assistant, shut up. The assistant gave me a weak nod and opened the door. I got up and walked in hesitantly. I didn't, I, I didn't do well with these kids of kind of things. I always felt like there was missing something, like wasn't paying attention, distracted by how I was supposed to act, how they wanted me to act. Please sit, the middle-aged man smiled. I am Hank Richards. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Patton. I gave him a nod, shook his hand, and sat down. Peering around as I did, the office wasn't much. Just a small room, crammed with documents, a desk, and two chairs. This shouldn't have been long. No, this shouldn't take long, he said. We just need you to sign the deed, and you'll be on your way. I stared at him that shapely deep.
Shit.
Yeah, that sheepishly deed. I'm sorry, I said. Did you say deed? Yes, he smiled again. Your mother left you the family estate up
Dirty
by
deeds.
Clear Lake. Surely you know. No. I took a deep breath. No, I had no idea, and I've never even heard of it. He gave me a puzzled expression. Oh, he said. I'm sure she forgot. Anyway, we need you to sign here and there. He handed me the pen and pointed to the paper. Bewildered and confused, I followed the instructions and signed. That shouldn't have been there. Wait. That should have been it then, he said. The stress should be on the deed. I don't know what to say, how to feel, what to do. So I just stood up and started walking towards the door. Oh, just a minute, Mr. Richards called. She also left you this. He handed me a small folded piece of paper, not much large, but a post note. She said it was important. Yet he shrugged. Good thing I remembered it, haha. Then, haha. I unfolded the note carefully, my mind still struggling to make sense of everything. I must have stood there staring at it for quite a while before Mr. Richards' voice snapped in my head. That snapped me back into reality. Is something wrong, Miss Patton? He asked. I shook my head. Yes, something was wrong. Just didn't know what. I read the note again and again, but it didn't change. It still had one word, one message. Run.
Hmm. Is that it?
Yeah,
Oh. Talking about what?
I just said run.
Ooh.
So that's how no sleep actually works. It just leaves on a cliffhanger.
Okay. Oh. You can speak now, so.
Dirty deeds.
So how was your loss of internet?
Shit.
Uh-huh. Did you hear Casey's life lesson?
Yes, I did. That first story. Oh my god.
I waffled on.
Oh no, I was like Come on, Casey. Should we get end it soon? Surely. Surely. No, you're gonna carry on. Alright.
Actually, to be fair, having that Reddit on there now, I can just easily go to it anytime I want.
Hmm.
Now I'll go upstairs to put the wool in the chest. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like I like how it's that like I just get random messages. Like the first part was in German. Oh, the first two were in like Spanish. The others were in German. The other one is like, where even am I? And then Chris going hello, and then you going, then you Austin going, you're gay and join you spoon. It was kind of funny because I was feeling like mini lad then that with the no sleep thing, but then I realized like even though I was cocking up on the words.
File cock up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So when's the next time you're at work, Chris?
Today.
Like what time?
2
Nice.
or 8.
2 till 8.
And back in Sunday, 4 to 9.
Jeez. Wait, why does it sound like that? Someone trying to call someone?
Shh.
Dawson's PlayStation. He's using a telephone to go Minecraft.
Actually, I might as well come off because like I'm feeling it.
Too much of the stories.
Well, besides that, and also was up at like 7 o'clock.
Spoon. Not good enough.
It was kind of good enough because I needed to get up at like 7 o'clock like
It's not good
yesterday.
enough.
And I don't need to get up to like 7 today because the fact is that like Saturday.
Club statement.
My club statement is I read horror stories and I got a
Come
girlfriend.
town tomorrow.
Well, actually saying that, I have got a tenner, so I might just go up to see what to do.
Oh, so a big one with the tenner.
Amen.
Guy Austin and Cameron.
I might join you then. So I'll probably see you guys
Might
in
as
a
well.
minute.
I'll be then, Sky. I'm on a break.
Well, stream, even though this is like a unique second stream, it's don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and Austin's famous words.
Suck a dick.
Thank you. What? There you may.